Sometimes when we're planning our next destination, we don't know what we don't know.
Anacortes was full of surprises.
We made some incredible memories we will never forget.
Playing to the beat, and the madness taken to the streets. I feel emotions growing deep and wide. We need a bridge in this great divide, and so the world stopped turning, they say, but then gravity finds its way.
Our adventure to the Pacific Northwest really for us started out in a quaint little town called Anacortes, Washington.
And what a cool town it was, right?
So fun.
We actually stayed at a place called Fidalgo Bay Resort,
Yep.
which, guess what, right on the bay. But it was just slightly south of the town of Anacortes. It was perfect for us. They had some great little pull-in sites on the water. We didn't take one of those because we needed a back-end site, but we had some great views of the bay. We had bald eagles flying around. We had deer,
Little bunnies.
rabbits, deer,
Yeah.
the bald eagles. It was just a great place for us to stay. They actually had a bike trail that went through the RV park called the Tommy Thompson Trail.
Which was also a great dog walk, either way.
Yeah, it really was. If you headed south, you kind of went out over the bay. There's a bridge. We got to watch some harbor seals out there. But going north, it actually takes you into the town of Anacortes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it really was.
And we got to spend, Danny got to have his birthday lunch at the cabana on the water, and we were serenaded by Aloha Dan.
It's my 25th birthday, by the way.
Plus about 50. No, I'm kidding.
Hey. But it was really nice. The town of Anacortes, I'm going to call it bike friendly. We
Everything
had
friendly.
No problem. It really was. The Tommy Thompson Trail was paved, went right into town. Maybe it's only like a mile and a half to get into town. It was great. The Cap Sante Marina, that's where we walked around the marina, all the boats, the fishing boats. That I really enjoyed that anyways. We did have lunch at the cabana. Right at the marina. Just had a beautiful day.
And you got to fly your drone.
Yeah, we flew the drone there as well.
You had a little audience watching.
Yeah, over some of the buses. We'll see a little bit of footage of that as well. But great place. Now, the one thing that really we noticed was just talking to people in the RV park and talking to people around the marina and the cabana and just the restaurant and everything. Everybody, the one word they kept saying was, Go to Guemes Island.
Take the ferry to Guemes Island.
I call it Guacamole Island. That's how I remember the name, but it is Guemes Island. So everybody told us, go to Guemes Island, and we started researching it and looking at it. Go, why not, right? It was literally a 10-minute ferry ride from Anacortes to the island, and we could take our e-bikes. And it was about a 12 to 15 mile trek around the island. So
fun.
Never been on a ferry before, and we definitely never had our e-bikes on a ferry or rode e-bikes on an island.
We've been on a ferry when we went to Disney World for many years.
That one doesn't count.
Uh-oh.
So this is our adventure of Guemes Island.
Good morning.
Okay, good morning. We're going to try something today we've never done before. It's not just a bike ride or any old bike ride, but we're actually going to take a ferry from Anacortes Island over to, and I'll never pronounce this right, Guemes Island?
I think it's Guemes.
Guemes, something
but I'm not
like
sure.
that. It's only like a 10-minute ferry ride, but we're gonna take the bikes over to the island. It's only, I think they have about 12 to 15 miles of roads we can ride around on. We'll probably have lunch and head back, and hopefully we'll enjoy the day and have a lot of fun.
Yep, should be fun. Should be interesting.
Wish us luck. Well, I don't think we could have picked a better day for this.
No, it's
this
beautiful
is just
out.
So nice out. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. It's probably low 60s maybe?
Yeah.
Low 60s. It should get up into the 70s today, maybe mid 70s or even upper 70s, I think. But pretty much not a cloud in the sky. We're just gonna enjoy Anacortes and some bike riding and enjoy
See what we can see.
See what we can see. Hopefully we come back in one piece. I'm worried about some
He's
of us.
referring to me, in case you didn't get that.
Oh boy, as I almost crashed.
That's what you get. Thank you, God.
I'll cut that out.
No, you won't.
sun's still hanging around. If you're driving a car, I bet you got the windows down. This boat's on the water and fish on the...
All right, first hurdle accomplished. We made it across on the ferry.
We made it over.
We're actually on the island now. Couldn't have picked just a more perfect day.
It's unbelievable.
Somebody on the ferry told us today, it's part of this weekend, I guess, supposed to have some of the lowest tides of the year. So, and we're actually, the tide is still going out. It's supposed to be dead low in about another hour, hour and a half. So hopefully it gives us enough time to get around to, there's a little park on the northeast corner of the island. We'll probably hopefully get there for low tide and walk the beach a little bit and maybe find some buried treasure.
They actually said to have water boots or water shoes are a good idea to bring here, but we didn't know that and we didn't bring any. But they did say you can find sea glass when the low tide, during the low tide.
We're gonna go find some pirate treasure.
Lunch.
Arg. Oh, there you go with food again.
Radio dial. Tell me life ain't better in the summer. Don't it just feel right? The beer goes down a little bit smoother. There's a little more blue in the sky. Better in the summer. Don't ask why. Just grab your...
I feel like I went back, my heart rate dropped 50%, right? It's just, the island is so far, very,
it's like
very peaceful.
We're on island time.
Island time, man. Very, very peaceful.
Very
really,
low key.
Very, very little traffic on these roads, so it's great for the e-bikes. I'm just driving or riding through some of these roads, the smells, the birds chirping.
I don't know what the fragrance comes from that's in the air in Washington, but I would love to bottle it up.
Yeah, something smells really good here.
Pedal!
This is where e-bikes come in because we're going uphill. Man, we scored the day, right? This is just unbelievable.
Incredible.
This island's so cool. If you come here, you got to get off your bikes and just walk to some of these beaches. This is a little beach on the southwest corner of the island. It's a private beach, but you are allowed to walk it. No picnics and things like that. But there is a sign that says you're allowed to walk and enjoy the beach.
Yeah.
So just an unbelievable day. Just so peaceful. Right, it's just
it is.
It's just amazing. So
and you can see the mountains over there with snow on them.
We got a bunch of mountains behind us here, way back there. So this reminds me a little bit of Bar Harbor, Maine. A little. It definitely has the boating community, or like an Annapolis, I guess, is more upscale. This is definitely a lot more laid back. So pretty nice. So now we're gonna enjoy the beach for a little bit, then continue our bike ride.
I like the shell.
There you go. Put yours up there. You're official now.
Yay!
You better not come home dry. Sunday drives and tea on ice. Hanging your laundry up on a line. It's better in the summer. Got a grill full of chicken and the charcoal's cooking it now. If you're a friend of mine, then you're making your way to my house.
What a view.
This is a beautiful island.
Yeah, it is.
I went dumpster diving.
You did? Oh, jeez.
There's free stuff. I'm sitting on top of that desk, and the desk is free too. But they had a lot of really cute baskets, but they're too big for what I
Time's getting
would
tough.
like. No, it was all really good stuff.
So you guys think RVing full time is all fun and games? We have to go dumpster diving to survive.
Oh,
more dumpsters, Tina. I'll follow you.
Backyard full of fresh cut grass. Old guitar that's about to get passed around. Don't it sound better in the summer? Don't it just feel right? The beer goes down a little bit smoother. There's a little more blue in the sky.
chilly.
Oh, don't be a baby.
Oh, I mean, it feels good. I'm not complaining at all, but I'm
feels so
surprised.
nice.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
We did find another beach to kind of just walk down and check out. We're on the eastern side of the island, right off the main road, Guemes Road, I think is what it's called. It's the main one when you come straight off the ferry,
Yeah.
and roughly about halfway through the island. Very, very small public access in between a couple houses, so you would have
There
to,
is a, I'm sorry, there is a sign.
yeah, there's a sign, but you do
Yeah.
have to look for it.
You have to look for it. It's small.
But it's definitely low tide. Hopefully you can see that behind us. Of course, we didn't bring any water shoes with us, so we're not going to walk out there.
No.
But it does look like it'd be a lot of fun. You know, look for little crowds or just critters in the water and
They
stuff.
say
But
sea glass. That'd be cool, but
yeah, there's some way over there. Go,
Yeah,
get
go
it. Go ahead.
well, if you loved me, you would go get it for me.
Oh, geez, throw me under the bus, woman.
Here we go. He's not going anywhere.
I'll buy you a Coke and break the bottle. But the scenery behind us is just unbelievable. Fun little bike ride today. I think that the whole trip's like 12 miles around the island total. Very, very peaceful, very, very relaxed. Everybody seems to be very, very friendly here. So we're gonna probably finish up on the
Honey.
beach. Believe it or not, go get something to eat.
Here's a dead crab. Beautiful.
You had the wrong shirt on today. That's the
What
other coast.
a place. I know. But what a place.
Whose idea was
beautiful.
this?
Mine.
Oh, hold
Actually.
hold on. I want this on video. Whose idea was this? My idea. Don't even try it. Chop one up for me.
Girl, and get to the lake, and you better not come home dry. Sunday drives and tea on ice, hanging your laundry up on a line. It's better in the summer.
We found the only place on the island that serves food.
Yep.
So guess where we're going?
Well, I think we could have gotten something at the resort, but I'm not sure. But we knew we were just going to get a sandwich anyway, so it's not a big deal.
This is right when you get off the ferry. There's a little
Yeah.
general store here, and they do serve lunch. So we're gonna go in there and eat some lunch, and probably just enjoy the view, relax. Maybe go for another little short bike ride after this, and head back over to the Big Island.
Anacortes.
Yeah. But what a great day.
Yeah.
It's better in the summer. Don't it just feel right? The beer goes down a little bit smoother. There's a little more blue in the sky. Better in the summer. Don't ask why. Just grab your girl and get to the lake, and you better not come home dry. Sunday drives and tea on it.
All right, we survived. Right?
We did.
Full day on
No
Guam.
casualties.
No casualties yet. We haven't got home all the way
That's
yet.
true.
Whole day bike ride on Guemes Island. We had a blast, just a beautiful day. Had lunch, went down the beach a couple places,
Yep.
just walk around, and it was a lot of fun.
And we rode our e-bikes for the first time on the beach.
Yeah, that was
That
a
was
little,
fun.
little dangerous.
It was fun. Don't be a baby.
Oh yeah, I was watching you slide all over the place. So now we got to take the ferry back over to the island and head back and go see rodeo, I guess.
Yep. She's waiting patiently.
What a great day.
Yeah.
Grab your girl and get to the lake, and you better not come home dry. Sunday drives and tea on ice, hanging your laundry up on a line, and catching a spark on the 4th of July. Better in the summer. It's better in the summer. It's better in the summer. Tell me life ain't better in the summer.
That bike ride was so much fun. The locals are so friendly and laid back, and the views, the scenery, they're breathtaking.
It really, really was.
Yeah.
And now that we're professional ferry boat passengers.
Oh boy.
After our 10-minute ferry boat ride, we figured, what the heck, let's turn it up a notch.
Not we. He's always got to go further.
We're going to turn it up a notch, and we're going to leave the e-bikes at home, take our truck on a bigger ferry boat over to Friday Harbor, which is on San Juan Island, and about an hour ferry boat ride over to the island. So that was our next plan of attack.
And even though we had been warned about some maintenance issues with the boat, we went ahead and decided to go on this little adventure, and things did not turn out exactly as we had hoped.
Think Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a big success, taking the ferry to Guemes Island and taking our e-bikes over there.
Yeah, it was.
So we're going to double down today. We're growing. We're going to take the truck on a big ferry, and we're going to go to one of the San Juan Islands, and we're taking rodeo with us. So we probably couldn't do this without taking the truck. We did think about just walking on with rodeo. You can walk on, maybe have lunch and turn around. But we really wanted to take the truck. There's a park in there. Maybe do a little small hike on, and just a little bit more freedom.
Yeah, we'll get to explore the island a little bit more with the truck.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today.
Yep.
Now, as we got here, hopefully this isn't a bad omen for the day.
This is our last day here, by the way.
Yeah, so we got to do what we got to do. But one of the ferry boats are down, so they said we could get stuck on the island for a while.
We're on standby for coming back.
So if you don't hear from us for months on end, it means we're stuck on an island somewhere. But we figured, you know what the heck, it's our last day. It may end up being a longer day than we hoped for, but
we're going to take the chance.
We're taking a chance. So we're sitting here waiting for our ferry, and here's what it looks like. So there's a couple ferry boats straight ahead, and it's supposed to leave here in about another 10 minutes, so we should be boarding fairly soon. Well, we got up nice and early to catch the 8:30 ferry. It is now 9:30. And we're still waiting in line. The guy did warn us they were down a ferry today, some engine problem or something. So this is to be expected. But the ferry just docked, so it looks like they're going to be offloading here pretty soon, and we should be getting on it here, hopefully in the next 15-20 minutes, and get our ride started. But you can see, hopefully I can show you. That's what we're waiting on. There's our boat we're going to get on, and we're still waiting in line. They're just now unloading.
I will be your guiding light. We'll make it to the other side. I know you're putting up a good fight.
Hey, baby.
All right, we found out lesson number 1. When bringing your truck onto a ferry, don't set the alarms.
Yeah, if it's motion censored at all.
Yeah,
we weren't the only ones. They announced 3 vehicles, and ours was one of them.
Of course, we were one of them. We're the newbies. So I had to run back down and unlock the truck. So something to be aware of.
Oh, I will always be a lifeline. 'Cause there are wars and there are battles, and there are monsters in the shadows. If you get tired and start to struggle, lean on me here in the shallow. I will lead you home.
Okay, we finally made it off the ferry.
Finally.
Finally, yeah. The port of, I guess, Friday Harbor, the harbor. Cool looking little town, right? Or cool looking little harbor. We're definitely going to try to make some extra time to get back there and just walk around a little bit. Everything is right there, so that should be fun as well. Our biggest problem today is time, and it's mainly because they're down a ferry. So the ferry schedule's all out of whack. It's going to be first come, first serve, getting back onto the ferries, and they have a lot of reservations. they come first, so we're gonna be on standby. So
People with reservations come first.
yeah, so we really don't want to wait to the last minute to get in line.
Right.
So we're limited on time. So we're gonna try to do a little quick little hike here, then maybe try to do a little maybe whale watching or driving around. We don't know yet, to be honest with you. We're definitely gonna get a hike in.
We're kind of winging it.
Yeah.
Rodeo is with us.
Dogs are allowed on leashes here, so this is pretty neat. So here we go. We're gonna head down to Grandma's Cove and take a look at the beach, and maybe we'll see some killer whales, or some seals, or Sasquatch.
Go.
I'll lift you up out of the deep end when you can't help yourself from sinking. I'll give you something to believe in. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. Ooh, I'll lift you up, I'll lift you up.
Okay, I think I messed up. It's a little warm up by the truck, so I left my jacket there. However,
It's only 58 degrees and they're very breezy.
however, we're heading down to the beach.
Come on.
And the wind is howling. And I'm already chilly, but I won't tell Dina that.
I heard you.
She wants me to stop so she can put her jacket on, and I'm not going to stop.
I want you to hold rodeo so I can put my jacket on.
Didn't I buy you that jacket?
Doesn't matter.
I gotta take it back, I think. All right, I'll hold rodeo for you.
Feels so much better already.
Just remember, I got the car keys. You're on an island. That's a long swim back.
I'll lift you up, I'll lift you up, I'll lift you up, I'll lift you up out of the deep end. There's nothing wrong with darkness. I'll hear you cry out in the silence. And when you feel the water rising, I'll keep your head above from drowning. No, you got.
Well, we're on the Grandma Cove Trail. I don't see Grandma anywhere. I do see a cove, though.
I think she's taking a nap.
Is she? I do see a cove, and it does look pretty cool. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's
walk
beautiful.
down. We'll definitely get some video while we're down there and share it with you. But hopefully you can see behind us a little bit, anyways. That's Grandma's Cove, but no Grandma. Oh man, we're so glad we took this trip.
Yeah, it's really
Even if the ferry system's gonna be messed up today, it's gonna be worth it in the long run.
Still a bonus.
So, oh yeah, awesome island.
You want to see him?
Now is that like a full-grown adult right there? Or?
We had one earlier today that was about this wide.
Oh,
But they do
wow.
get quite big. They get to be around Dungeness size. So.
Wow.
Loses. You're in a fight, but you'll get through it. A battle no one wins or loses. I promise you it's only human. We will overcome. I lift you up out of the deep end.
There's some really pretty wildflowers here and there on this hike, but the Indian paintbrush is beautiful. I don't know if you can see all the reds behind me. Really pretty. Don't look at me like that.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the benefits of RVing, just to see something like this. It is truly amazing. We're definitely blessed to get to do stuff like this. Just got lucky again, another beautiful day. We enjoyed Grandma's Cove, although we didn't find Grandma. We are going to go take a quick drive over and try to find the lighthouse on the southeastern corner of the island, I think. And then we'll see what happens from there. All depends on time.
Look at Rodeo. She's already tired.
One little hike.
I'll give you something to believe in. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up out of the
Womp womp.
Yeah.
We
Our
drove
lighthouse.
down here.
Our lighthouse failure.
Womp womp. There's the lighthouse. There's no light. We did hear there's another lighthouse on the island though. So
On the west side.
on the west side. We're gonna go try to hopefully find that one. And supposedly there's some whale watching on the west side of the island as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll try to find a lighthouse and a whale.
Hey.
We made it to Lime Kiln State Park. We're on the western end of the San Juan Island. Right behind us, you can see Canada. That's
Yeah.
I think it's Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Island, way back over there. So we got an A.
Eh?
We got almost. It's kind of leaking over this way, talking Canada. But they did see some whales. It's a great place for whale watching. There's a local pod of killer whales that come up and down through here. They came through this morning about 7 a.m.
Yeah.
A lot of people are sitting around hoping they'll come back, but they basically follow the fish in and out. So we didn't see any today.
Bummer, but
we
it is
tried.
what it is.
Lead you home. I lift you up out of the deep end when you're just holding on and drowning, and there's nowhere left, barely breathing. I lift you up out of the deep end. I lift you up out of the deep end.
Well, we can't say we weren't warned, right?
We were definitely warned,
We're
but
waiting.
we took a chance.
Yeah, we took a chance, but I think it's going to work out. We're still
It's
waiting for
fine.
the ferry. We didn't know what was going on. All the schedules were all messed up because they were down a boat. So we got back here to Friday Harbor about 3:30,
Yeah.
I believe. And there's supposed to be a 4:15 ferry. Well, that time came and went. And there's just now on the loudspeaker, the next ferry is going to be about 7:45
PM.
p.m.
Thank God we have Rodeo with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been
we brought
really,
her
really
with
bad.
us.
And she had food too. We were always
Yes,
bringing
and
food
I always
with her
have extra
too,
food.
But basically what that means is we have about 3 hours to kill here
Yeah.
in Friday Harbor. So honestly, it's not a bad thing.
Of course we ate.
Well, you know that was going to happen. But it does give us a little bit of time to walk around. Cute little town, right?
Yeah, it's very, very
very
nice.
clean, very nice looking.
Yeah.
And, so it gave us a little bit of time to do that. But we were warned, and they're taking full advantage of it.
Yeah. You're pushing us into getting home at what, 9? Oh no.
About 9-ish, probably, yeah. It's about an hour ride.
Probably
from here.
9:30.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's past my bedtime.
And tomorrow's a travel day, but lucky for us,
Yeah,
he's
we're
on
only-
vacation and we're only going about 60 miles
Yeah, so we're gonna leave
north.
at noon.
We'll leave by noon when we have to be out.
When your 4 o'clock ferry ride turn into a 7:30 ferry ride, which then gets turned into a 10 o'clock ferry ride, what do? You get ice cream.
From the whale watcher.
10 o'clock is the last ferry, so hopefully we get on that one.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh my
Not,
gosh.
definitely be spending the night here on the island
In the truck.
in the truck. Oh boy.
I'm so glad we brought Rodeo with us. That's all I'm going to say.
It's gonna be a long day. Still worth it.
I'll give you something to believe in. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up out of the deep end. I'll lift you up. I'll lift you up. I'll lift you up. I'll lift you up. I'll lift you up out of the deep end.
I'm not complaining, but I feel bad for other people. And I don't understand the empty boat situation. With the no cars in the whole middle tunnel. I don't get that.
They did warn us.
They did.
This could happen.
Two people.
Yeah, and guess what? It happened.
Yeah. We took a chance and we lost.
Oh boy.
But it's okay. Hey, luckily he's on vacation this week and we have travel day tomorrow and it's only at about an hour and a half away. So we're fine and we don't have to be out of our campsite until noon. And since we don't have very far to go and we can't check in before 2, we're going to be there until noon.
Yeah, I'm waking up at 11:55. We're packing real fast and leaving.
Yeah, we haven't packed, done anything.
We're
Nothing.
old. This is past our bedtime.
We're usually in bed
I'm
by
usually
now.
snoring by now.
Even though it's 10 till 10 at night, look how much daylight
Yeah,
there
there's
still is.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Crazy.
light still. So,
But we are usually in bed by now.
but this will actually
if not by now, 10 o'clock.
close to it.
Yeah.
This will actually be kind of interesting though, with the ferry ride back in the dark. That might be kind of neat to see.
Maybe.
Maybe you'll see something scary.
Run! Run!
It is
Thank you, God.
10:45 at night. We're on the ferry, finally. That's the good news. The bad news is we're actually making another stop.
Yeah,
at
they
another-
just told us
another
this.
harbor before we get off in Anacortes. So it's still gonna be a long night. It's probably gonna be midnight at least by the time we get back.
Oh, it's going to be later than that.
Yeah.
It's an
but-
hour ride back, just
Yeah.
going straight back. Or 45, 50 minutes.
Still,
Oh.
this will just be another adventure in the books. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we're so glad we got to really experience the island, right?
Yeah.
Experience sitting in the parking lot for 8 hours. That was fun.
That was really fun.
Never forget that one. But the San Juan Islands, unbelievable. Can't say anything bad about them at all. Just the scenery, the views, the coastline's unbelievable. But hopefully this ferry makes it all the way back. This is the ferry that broke, by the way. It's been down all day. It just got back into service, so hopefully we make it all the way back. Hopefully we don't sink. Oh boy, one of those days.
Okay, even though we spent a little more time than we originally planned for in Friday Harbor, we made the most of it and we still had a blast, and we would definitely go back
Yeah,
again.
we'd definitely
right?
do it again in a heartbeat. It was so worth it. Yeah. And FYI, just as a little tip, we did have rodeo with us on this little trip that we went on. Thank God, we would never have been able to leave her at home for that long of a time that we were going to be gone, and we knew that. I always pack dog food. I always have some dog food with me when we have rodeo with us, and any medication or anything that she may need it, whatever she's going through at the time. Extra water, of course, but just so you know. And another little tip, this might be TMI, but they actually ran out of toilet paper.
And they had like public restrooms where you waited for the ferry.
Yes, where the restrooms were. They were all out of toilet paper. Nobody had toilet paper. Guess what? I also travel with extra toilet paper, paper towels, tissues, whatever the case may be. And I actually got to share some with our neighbor. She was so appreciative.
We told her to keep it after that.
But you never know what life might have for you, so be prepared. We hope you enjoyed this week's video. We had a lot of fun, and we hope if you're ever in the area, you would definitely check it out.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Have a great week, and God bless.